I am here today and we're going to talk about fast passes. At the time of that I'm recording this, it is 59 days till we get to Disney. So Mandy is not here today. She has a migraine, so I am flying solo. And but I'm going to give you some of our tips and kind of let you go into my mind about how I pick our fast passes. So I am the one usually who picks everything for us. I get everybody's feedback on things they want to do, but at this point, I've been doing it for so long for our family. I know who likes what and what we need to do. So one of the things that we pick, or that we start out and we do, is that I pick our days of the week when we go. All right, what day are we going? If we're here Monday, we're here Tuesday, we're here. What day are we going to each park and what day is a resort day? You plan it out that way. So first off, I do that and I say, okay, this is it. Now, one of the problems we ran into this year is because we're going in November. And if you go in the fall time or you go, you always have to look and see what special events are going on. Because you don't, if like Food and Wine or what's the spring one? Epcot. Food and Wine or Flower and Garden. Gosh. Are going on. Or Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, like when we're there, that's going on. You have to see what days because you may not want to go. Food and Wine, I don't particularly like to go there on a weekend because it seems like there's more people there and more people drinking, and I just don't like that. So, but on, or like for us, the time that we're there is Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is going on. And so out of the 9 days that we will be there, 6 of the days there's a party, which is ridiculous to me. But that means Magic Kingdom closes to everybody else at 6 o'clock. So if you have park day, you don't want to waste it. You want to be there the whole entire time. So we go and we do our, pick one of the days that the party is not going on, and we pick it and we say, okay, this is the day we're going to Magic Kingdom. And so when we're there, the couple of days before, we're there at the end of Food and Wine. So we had to take that into effect of, okay, what day are we doing this? So once you get your agenda down to what day you're going to what park or staying home and going to the resort, just hanging out, then you can say, all right, now it's time to pick fast passes. Now you have to take it into account if you have any dining reservations, because you don't want to book a fast pass for when you're going to be eating, and that's just silly. So you have to first do your reservations, but you should have done those at 180 days out. But we go, and so we pick out those days and we say, all right, we're going these days. Then we say, all right, is there anything new? What are the must-haves of our fast passes? So since we're going in November and Toy Story Land has come out, well, of course, that's our first. So we went and saw what day are we going to Hollywood Studios and said, this is, okay, we've got to get Slinky Dog Dash. We need to do this. And then our next one is to say, okay, so our next must-do fast pass would be Flight of Passage, because those are going like crazy. Let me just tell you, we went in there, and yesterday was 60 days. It was a Sunday, and so on Sunday morning, or afternoon, right after church, I went and I was like, okay, I'm just going to see if I can get it. And let me tell you, it's already gone. So some of these you have to be up first off. They were gone. But you can always check and see if they have them available after that. So so we see the ones that are most popular, and then we look at the day and say, there you go. And then we go through each day. So it's a fun way to figure it out and to do, and then see, it's a game to me. It's like, how many can I get? What are the ones that are the best of, can I snag that fast pass? You know, and to be honest, when you have We have 10 of us. Okay, Sammy's not 3, so he doesn't really count. So you can't make a fast pass for him. But there's 9. There's 9 of us making fast passes. So you have to say, what are your ages in your group? What is people, I would never do a fast pass for the teacups because half the people in our party get very, very sick. It used to be I wouldn't do any fast passes for like Big Thunder Mountain, but as our kids are getting older, they really like riding some of the mountains, so which is super amazing to me because it used to be that me, Mandy, and Chris were the only ones that would ride stuff. So you have to find that balance. Now, of course, every time that you use yours, once you've used up your 3 fast passes, then you got to play the game and you got to be on your app and you got to get more fast passes like this. You can bust it out and use fast passes to your advantage. You just have to know how to do it. And by making sure that you stay on it and get the fast passes and use them for things, that helps your trip so much rather than having to wait in line. One of the other things that is not only are the new rides what you have to get them for, but the rides that are always have time. So Peter Pan is my ultimate favorite ride. I know it's only just like a minute long, and some people wait 45 minutes for it or longer. I always fast pass it if there's a fast pass, and I usually do it in the morning so I can try to fast pass it at night. As many times as I can get on Peter Pan in a trip, I'm so doing it. But so that's one of the ones. Another one that I think that always is crazy busy is Enchanted Tales with Belle. There's always a long line for that one. And my girls like it. So, but I sometimes we fast pass it, sometimes we don't. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, all of the littles, Libby not so much, but the younger 2, Emma and Gabby, they love it. And Grammy even went on it last trip. So that is one that most everybody, Tim can't ride it because his knees, but most everybody loves that ride. So we fast pass that one every time that we can. Splash Mountain's another one. I hate waiting in line for Splash Mountain. So we try to do that one just as much as we can. Soarin', the lines are always so long. So you always try to get that one when you can. We don't do a lot of fast passes for characters unless it's Mickey Mouse because, you have to get your picture with Mickey. But usually we don't fast pass those. And it's just what your family enjoys and your must-do that you have to do. There's some that we just hate. Sometimes Haunted Mansion is very, very long. Sometimes you get on really quick. It just depends. So you've got to see what the crowds are that day and what the time that you're going. Sometimes you're going in the summer or a heavy holiday peak time, and you just have to get what you can get. But yeah. So I'm going to show you all what our fast passes are and see if you guys agree. All right, so on our Animal Kingdom day, I know I'm moving around. We have our first off is Festival of the Lion King. We love this one. We don't necessarily like waiting in line for it, and we don't want to miss it. So this is one of our favorites. We tried to get our the Flight of Passage. It was not available. So the rest of the family, other than me and Libby, actually have never been on Navi River Journey, so we're going to ride that one, and hopefully we can get on Flight of Passage. Maybe we'll get one of those universal fast passes where you can use it for whatever. Not for universal, but you know what I mean. And then the next is we never want to miss Kilimanjaro Safari. But after we do this one, so this one is going to be like at, let me see, 2:15, which is not the ideal time, but we didn't want to miss it. So with that one, we decided that we were going to go on that one, and that way we can do a couple more fast passes for like Everest and things like that. Then the next day that we're going is going to be our as you can see, 9:40 is going to be Peter Pan's flight. And so Magic Kingdom, I told you, that gives us time if people want to stop and get coffee, whatever. Then we can get over to Peter Pan's flight if we want to stop and take a picture with a character or watch a trolley show or something else. And then the next one that we have is going to be the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, and then Dumbo the Flying Elephant. So these are all ones. Winnie the Pooh seems to be one of those ones that I always get a fast pass for, because it just seems like the line is always so long and for such a short ride. So our fast passes there are like 11:35, 12:35, and then Dumbo is going to be from 1:15, because I figured we'll be hungry, but 12:35, 1:15, remember you have that hour that you can do in there, and so you have the hour in between this time slot, so you can do some more in Fantasyland, and then do it at the end of this, and then the beginning of Dumbo. So see how you time it out so that you can go and you can have, get more done and do more in Fantasyland. All right, the next time that we are going, the next place, or it's not necessarily the day, is that we're going to be going to, for the first time in forever. So let me just tell you, the reason we're doing this in the morning is, one, because we have 3 little girls. And so the little girls, and probably Sammy too, and Grammy, and pretty much everybody sings, and we think it's hilarious. So we really like this one. As you know, in Hollywood Studios, a lot of the rides are the top tier of the fast passes. So we chose to get Slinky Dog Dash. Now, of course, it's not till 4:50. So we had to pick some things in the morning. Usually we would do like a bigger item and then do 2 smaller ones, but or we usually try to get Toy Story Mania. But we did Frozen at 10 a.m. so that we could try to run over to Toy Story Mania before that. And then the Voyage of the Little Mermaid, it's just one of those ones that I hate waiting in line for. And so, and then Slinky Dog Dash for our Hollywood Studios. All right, so our Epcot day. Here is our Epcot day. So of course, our first one at 9 o'clock is going to be Soarin'. We all love Soarin', and almost every single one of us can go on it. I think Emma and Gabby are probably tall enough this year. So if not, everybody else will go on it, and somebody will stay back with Sammy. Or we'll do a parent swap and with him. And so that's from 9 to 10. And of course, the Seas with Nemo and Friends, because we have little kids, we always go over to there. And we try to do all of these rides, these type of rides, so that we can go to the World Showcase. It doesn't open, most of it doesn't open until 11. So we can go and do our Fast Pass for the Seas, then look around, and then of course 11:55 is our Turtle Talk with Crush. But of course, if there's only a 10-minute wait, we are not going to we will just skip this Fast Pass and we'll release it and then just go into it if it's like a 10-minute wait, because our kids, we still have littles that really love Turtle Talk with Crush. So then what we'll do is once we've used these up, then we can grab some more for Test Track, Mission Space, all those different ones. All right, so our second day at Magic Kingdom, if you look, 9:40, Peter Pan's flight. Of course, I had to snag it. So since we'll already be in Fantasyland, which is another tip, make sure you do your Fast Passes along the same area or on the way, so you're not crossing the parks. Then we've got Seven Dwarfs Mine Train from 11:15 to 12:15. And then because we're already going to be hitting Fantasyland, we're going to hit Adventureland with Pirates of the Caribbean, and that's going to be at 12:15. So, and the good thing about this is that we can always look for other ones and update, but I'm pretty pleased. Pirates sometimes can be long, so I really want us to be able to get on that one without any problems, because it's one of the favorites too. All right, so then we actually have a third day that we are going to be going to the Magic Kingdom because we're thinking about going to the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So it makes sense to already go over there, and the 6th day is just, you know, not very much more to go. So of course, looky here, I got the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train on here at 9:15 because we've already done Peter Pan twice, not that, and I think that they would all kind of stone me if I did 3 of them. So, but Seven Dwarfs is such, Emma just loves it more than anything. So, you know, you got to think about everybody that's in your party. So then we got the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and then got Haunted Mansion in here, and that's about 10:45 because I can go from the Seven Dwarfs and then head right over to Haunted Mansion, and then head over to Big Thunder Mountain. Those all are going to be in close proximity, or at least in a line to go. So all of those are kind of close together so that you're not crossing the parks, but you want to keep that in mind where things are. Also, you have to keep in mind, is there shows that you want to watch? Is there the parade? That's one of the things that I was thinking about when I made a couple of these. Was I was like, okay, we can be over in Frontierland to hit the Festival of Fantasy Parade, and I want to be able to see that, and so, and the kids will want to be, so we want to be able to have to camp out, and what rides will be quick rides that we can do. And the fast passes are a great thing to use, but you got to know how to use it, and you got to pay attention, and you got to think about the parks. Now, honestly, that's what we're here for, to help you. If there are things that you're like, oh my gosh, what are the fast passes? You know, these are ones that we use. This is real life. Y'all saw it. It may be a weird looking video, but this is totally the way that we do it. And using them help us greatly, especially with a large crowd. That's the benefit of staying on a resort, is because you can go and get your 60 days in advance. And before, if you just have regular tickets and you don't have a resort reservation, then it's only 30 days in advance with your tickets. So, you know, getting those, snagging those for your trip is extremely important to help your trip go smooth. I mean, you're paying a lot for this trip. You totally should get your money's worth. And using the systems that they have in place to just bring it and make it easier is amazing. So, so those are my tips. Those are what I think. Now, it'd be fun to hear what Mandy says. But do you use the same type of tips? Are these how you do your fast passes? Do you have another system that we didn't think of? If so, leave it in the comments. We would love to hear, and I'm sure all of our other people that are watching, this will help them out too. So, but otherwise, make sure you all are paying attention, because next week is Talk Like a Pirate Week. I know, I'm not the pirate person, but we will be coming out with a new candle inspired by pirates. What do y'all think it is? All right, leave us a comment below. Tell me what you think. I'm going to be putting teasers out there, of course, so follow us on all the social media, and make sure you check out our Etsy store for our newest scents, and check out travelwithleanne.com if you need to book a trip. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a magical day.